Welcome to the Healthy with Heartland podcast, the show built around bringing big-time value and discussing the business of food. Why? Because we're committed to helping families eat cleaner, safer, healthier food. I'm Matt Belducci, co-host, and we also have our other co-host here, Justin. So just a real quick background. I'm a health and wellness nut, two-time TEDx speaker, business growth expert, father, husband, and ex-bodybuilder. And I want to also have our other host introduce himself. So go ahead, Justin, take over.
I'm Justin Freistadt, and family business, been doing this forever. So we're gonna give you tons and tons and tons of value, everything that you should know about the food industry, farming, sourcing, human animal handling, why every household should have Heartland in it.
Let's get after it. And we've had extreme growth in our business simply because of our niche product that we have, and also making sure that our families are eating super healthy during this crazy time that we have going on in the world. So
I just want to give a couple announcements. Make sure that if you haven't already, you go ahead and you follow us on Facebook, check us out on Instagram, connect with us on LinkedIn, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put out some awesome videos for you. Our reorder special for this month is going to be Murray's Family Farm whole chicken, absolutely free with your order. So make sure to take advantage of that. I know we all love the Murray's Family Farm chicken here in Heartland.
it's really good.
Just a couple quick shout outs. We'd love to shout out our amazing Heartland staff here in the office, as well as our entire delivery team. They do such an incredible job. When they come and do your deliveries and you receive your awesome order, make sure you fill out our survey. Let us know, everything we can do to keep you satisfied. And we definitely want you to post those freezer pictures. We love seeing them, and it's a great way to get referrals. So our wellness consultants and our referral specialists are there to help.
Who is Heartland Foods? And realistically, kind of what you bring to the table here, Justin, and what is your position with the company? So I'll let you take over. So who are we and who are you?
So what we are is, imagine it, I guess in the most simplest form, we are creating the only pipeline to the home to get the higher quality tier 1 supply chain sourcing that is not available to the masses. You cannot get these products in stores. It's just that simple. So everything that goes out to the masses where, millions and millions of people buy from, it's just a fact of life. We have a commercial supply chain that is engineered food versus the small little tiny supply chain that goes to really high-end restaurants and us. So the only way to really get yourself out of the commodity supply chain and into that world is to shop with us. So in a nutshell, that's kind of the difference, is you're actually eating real food that's, raised on a farm, free pasture roaming animals, fed the right way, harvested the right way. Because we have that complete audit trail for every single source that we use, we can actually verify every single part of that to be exactly what we say it is.
And for anybody that's new to Heartland that's watching this, and if you are a client of ours, thank you. We appreciate your business and the support you've given us. But anybody that's watching this, just to simplify it, the food tastes phenomenal. And I know your background very well, but I want you to tell, how you got started in this industry, how it all kind of came together, and where you're at today. Like, what has put you in this position?
So I was about, let's say 14, 15 years old, I guess, when I first started handing out lemon pepper at the shows, started working in the warehouse when I was a teenager, just packing orders in the 0-degree freezer all day. Have a lot of respect for you guys back there doing that. That's a tough job working in that freezer. So yeah, got to learn the products really well just from doing that, and then all through college did deliveries. So I've kind of done everything in this business, and then got into the sales side of things. So did that for basically coming up on 10 years. And throughout that whole time, also helping with just interviewing farms, looking at different supply chain opportunities, and just once you start, it's like any industry, I'm sure, once you start learning the behind the scenes and what's really going on in industry, you just become obsessed with spreading that knowledge to people who, for no fault of their own, they are given certain options and don't even realize that there's another level to this whole thing. Through all that learning and just seeing what the whole supply chain looks like, I can say with 100% confidence that we are bringing the highest quality products that are available.
Anything else on the health side, Justin?
Yes, you start with that, daily movement, activity, and then you get your weight training in there, your cardio, all that stuff, and then dialing in the food. So I think just tracking your food is a big step. If you're not doing that, I wouldn't even worry about what type of food you're eating at first, just track it in an app like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, just so you start to understand the consequences of the different types of food choices you're making. And then from there, you can start to dial in better choices, right? So I think pretty unanimously, if you're not tracking your food, everybody's low protein. So one thing we talk about a lot is it's not just the food you eat, it's the complete toxic load that you put on your body from the water you drink, the air you breathe, the food you eat. I mean, it's all contributing to the overall toxic load. So filtering your water, like this beautiful RO water we have here at the top, the private farms, American farmers and ranchers that we support, none of that product goes out to the masses. So it's just high-end restaurants and us. So when you look at the fact that COVID is shutting down the restaurant supply chain, they're not buying any product, right? They're all closed, or even if they're doing takeout, it's limited quantities. So these farms actually really need us to have this increased volume just so that they can get their products out there and keep these farms alive. So we're not going to have shortages, and you are supporting the local farmers and ranchers that really need your support just by shopping with Heartland.
So from a convenience standpoint, how can our service help those families, Justin?
Yeah, so everybody's still kind of feeling this whole thing out, right? It's a whole new world. We're all trying to figure that out. So one thing that we really hope we can take the burden off of families is not having to worry about healthy food in the house. So you're not going to have to go to the store constantly. It's going to be delivered one time. It's going to be sitting there. And the fast defrost times, that's got to be the best part. I mean, you literally decide what you want to eat right now, pull it out of the freezer, drop it in a bowl of lukewarm water. 10 minutes you're cooking, 10 minutes you're done. In literally 20 minutes, you can make a decision. I want a meal, and it's going to be healthy. It's going to be done faster than you can order a pizza.
Oh, I popped a link that's down there at the bottom. If you visit heartlandfoods.com/HF webinar, you can watch the webinar, and that's an awesome tool to gain some referrals as well.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say to round out that referral conversation, it's what allows us to keep the pricing where it is. We have not raised prices during COVID. If you go to the grocery store, everything's more expensive. Inflation is kicking in. Our referral-based model, it's a way that we can have our customer base get more value instead of us just hoarding dollars and spending it on marketing. So we let you have the benefit of spreading the health to your friends and family. That allows us to keep the prices lower, spend less on advertising, and it's a beautiful thing. So if we keep that engine rolling, being part of the Heartland family is going to pay you dividends in your health and in your free orders. So
who doesn't want that?
Definitely.
Right, so guys, again, next week, what we want you to do is jump on Thursdays at 9:30 and 9:30 a.m. That's right. If you can't be on at that time, obviously share this. You can watch it anytime you want from your home. We're going to be bringing this out every single week. Next week, be ready. We're bringing on Jerry. Say the last name, Justin.
Freistadt,
right? I'm still learning how to say his last name. But basically, we're bringing on Jerry. And again, if you don't know who he is the owner of Heartland Foods. And again, he has grown the business to an unbelievable size, but he also has unbelievable wealth of knowledge just from business as well as health and wellness. And again, we'll have him talk a little bit about his bodybuilding journey and how he's gotten there and why this was the business that he decided to buy and take over 20 years ago after he sold his shares in Next Day Blinds. So with that, we will end today, and we'll talk to you guys shortly. If you have any questions, feel free to call our office, and let's get you guys on the service. All right, I'll talk to you soon.